Rob Van Dam has fallen on hard times, and he had to make a drastic career change. But that wasn't the only thing that RVD changed. Rob Van Dam is now a 2021 WWE Hall of Famer, but the last time fans saw Rob on WWE TV was the Raw Reunion special in July 2019. But since then, RVD was spending time wrestling for Impact, but he left Impact in September 2020, and now RVD has made a big career change. Rob Van Dam now has two new careers. The first one is stand-up comedy. Rob has always been known for his laid-back sense of humor, so it makes sense for him to do stand-up comedy. But the new career that Rob Van Dam is focusing on the most is acting, and RVD decided to completely change his look for a movie role, and this new look shocked many of his longtime fans. In this new movie, RVD showed that in real life, his hair is completely gray. Rob liked this new look so much that he no longer colors his hair. RVD made this career change to acting and comedy because he got divorced many years ago, and he lost a lot of his money in the divorce. And since then, wrestling hasn't paid as well as it did in the past, and now he has to focus on a different career path. Wrestling fans were shocked when Lars Sullvian got fired by WWE, but fans were shocked again when Lars announced his new career and new name. Lars Sullvian never had any true success in wrestling, but that was due to the fact that Lars Sullvian suffers from extreme anxiety in real life, which led to him no-showing WWE TV tapings on multiple occasions. The last straw came when Lars Sullvian was fired by WWE for no-showing once again. Lars Sullvian is also going through hard financial times because he was fined $100,000 by WWE a year and a half ago for controversial posts he made on an internet forum before he wrestled for WWE. Lars Sullvian has decided to retire from wrestling, and he's made the decision to become a bare-knuckle fighter, which is boxing without gloves. And when he starts his new fighting career, Lars Sullvian will go by the name Lars Sully, but Lars will be spelled L-A-R-Z instead of L-A-R-S. Scott Steiner and his brother Rick have called it quits in pro wrestling because of big money problems. Rick and Scott Steiner have decided to put wrestling behind them and start new careers. Scott Steiner opened up a restaurant a few years ago in Georgia because of the fact that he had trouble making money from wrestling. The grand opening of the restaurant featured appearances by Scott's friends from WCW, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, Buff Bagwell, Jeff Jarrett, and Scott's brother Rick. Sadly, in 2020, Scott's restaurant had to close its doors due to the worldwide health crisis currently going on, and Scott lost a lot of money because of the closing of the restaurant. But Scott Steiner has new plans to open a sports bar instead. Rick Steiner also fell on hard times when his wrestling career ended, but now Rick is doing much better because he is now a real estate agent, and he has made a lot of money ever since he started doing it. Rick Steiner also works on a school board in Georgia, which he also makes money from. A former WWE Divas champion nearly lost all of her money after a messy divorce and a battle with addiction. Former WWE Divas champion Caitlyn had a short WWE career, but she was well known for her bulky, muscular physique. But now Caitlyn, who goes by her real name, Celeste Bonin, has dropped 30 pounds and changed her hairstyle. And now, in 2021, she looks nothing like she did in her prime in WWE. Caitlyn is only 34 years old, but she has gone through many battles over the past few years that led to her losing the majority of the money that she made in WWE. Kaitlyn's downward spiral started when she divorced her husband in 2017 after 3 years of marriage. And then Kaitlyn revealed that during her marriage, she battled alcoholism and drug addiction, which led to her losing much of her fortune. But in 2021, things have started to get better for Kaitlyn, and she currently runs an online fitness clothing company that is starting to do well for her. Kaitlyn's current job may not pay as much money as WWE did, but she is now happier and healthier than ever before. CM Punk's money problems have forced him to start a new career. CM Punk hasn't wrestled since 2014, and a few years after CM Punk's wrestling career ended, he was involved in a controversial lawsuit involving WWE. A WWE doctor sued CM Punk for defamation because on a podcast, CM Punk said that the doctor ignored an infection that he had while working for WWE. CM Punk won the lawsuit, but CM Punk was forced to pay his lawyers massive amounts of money so he could win the case. So Punk had no choice but to find a new career. CM Punk's first new career choice failed when he tried to fight in UFC, but he had 2 embarrassing losses that forced him to retire from MMA. But CM Punk's second new career choice has worked out much better for him. CM Punk recently revealed new photos that showed him wearing a police uniform, and when these photos were uploaded to the internet, they surprised many of his longtime fans because they believed that CM Punk had become a police officer. But that is far from the truth. The photos of CM Punk wearing the police uniform are real, but CM Punk recently played a policeman in an upcoming movie. CM Punk has decided that his new career will be acting because he loves movies, and he has said in the past that he always wanted to try acting. CM Punk is still in the early stages of his acting career, but it's being said that CM Punk is getting paid well because of his name value. What do you think about CM Punk's new career? And also, do you think CM Punk will ever return to wrestling? Leave a comment and give me your opinion. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell notification so you don't miss our next video.